Come here, guys. Come here. We're gonna show the boat. All right, fellas, today's the day. I'm bringing her out for an adventure. Got this new bench sheet I created. I'll put some videos in now. Let's go 51. Oh, 50.5. It's like a That's how you do a background now. I haven't ran her since that first ride on the lake for the pictures. So I started her up yesterday just to make sure she'll run. She ran the exact same. So we got a full tank of gas. I think this lake that we're going to is about a 15-mile trip. So we'll, you know, it's a little far. I only have a 16-gallon gas tank, so we'll see how we do. But this is pretty much the real voyage today. The last one I only went like maybe a mile. So it'll be fun today to take this thing out and see how she does. Also got a dope surprise for you. At the end of this video, I go to pick up a motor. I'll explain a little bit more about that later, but we're swapping a big motor on this thing. So this Johnson's going to be sold hopefully next week. So we'll take you for the ride today. I think I'm going to get a canvas created for this boat as well. I got a quote on the place. I'm supposed to bring it in later. And then we'll be dropping on that bigger motor later this week. Hopefully get another video out for you guys to see what that motor does. I don't want to spoil it. You probably won't know what that motor is until the next video, but I'm excited to do this. I think the wife requested Starbucks before we go. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, watch out for that hitch. God damn. Good. We'll explore a little bit. I've never been on this lake before, so we'll go all the way to the north side of the lake, and we'll see if, I think it's the north side, looking at the map, the north side of the lake. We'll try to map out the restaurant. We'll probably hang out on that side of the lake until they get there, and then depending on how much fuel I have on the way back, either I'll fill up at one of the marinas, or we'll just, you know, we'll come back and empty the tank. I'm super stoked about this new motor. I think that this boat, not gonna spoil it yet, but I think this boat will hit anywhere from 50 to 65 miles an hour. I'm not sure, depending on the prop. Apparently the motor's worked. I'm not sure. I doubt it. It seems like it's all stock. So maybe I'll give you a sneak peek at the end of this video. I'm not sure if I want to yet, but we'll see how I'm feeling at the end of this. But, you know, let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm definitely doing this motor swap, so that's definitely happening. But outside of that, I have the Project Jet Skis I mentioned a few times. You'll see those soon. I got a few more projects coming, so I hope everyone enjoys. You know, I'm pumped that you guys are supporting me with this channel. It's a dream of mine to start, you know, recording this stuff. Is that yummy? No, you can't eat hers. You guys are the star of the show, huh? Wait. You guys made a mess on my chair. Does anyone recommend good, like seat covers or something that I could do with dogs? Okay. Good. Come on, let's go in. That's tough. This boat looks cool in the water, doesn't it?
How would you have done this by yourself?
I would have tied it up.
How? Well, you tied it to this wood?
I would have tied it to the wood probably, yeah. All right, let's move it out of the... She should fire right up.
No, Dad, he's not getting good suction because his trim's too far up, too. He's not getting good propulsion. He's not getting good control.
He's got it too high up.
Yeah.
People who shouldn't boat.
That's one of them.
They should retest for boating licenses, huh? So we don't know these waters, but we're just gonna go straight down, I guess.
Well, you want me to get GPS out?
Yeah, if you want to pull it up map and we'll look. I think we just go straight.
That's Lola's.
He got it on.
I don't know if you can see it, but we're going straight up. All right, let's go.
Stay in the middle.
Thank you. So it's got all the comforts of home. Look at this. Look at this beauty right here. Open that up. That's a pretty cool gadget.
My truck in there.
Voila.
Beautiful day.
It looks like my twin.
There's an inline fit for that thing.
That's an old Chrysler. That's really cool.
Keep a boat on here, Bubba. I feel like that's the size you need if you're gonna get a cuddy. You know what I mean? That's like when the inside actually starts being useful.
Yeah.
Before that, it's just literally a place to like lay and change.
There's no room. Hold it back from going out.
All right, we're good. Well, the Glastron made it.
Did it.
She looks pretty good. Still got some seeds in the, or grass in the transom, but this dock is kind of cool.
This is a nice dock.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Except for the finger ducks.
It's nice.
Yeah, we parked over here, but we switched because these are really tiny.
The finger ducks should
Didn't want to slip in.
Sweet double.
Hi, baby.
What's that supposed to be?
We had her, and then we didn't have her. Now she's back. Now, did you?
It's meant to be.
Did you?
It's great. It's a good one. Does it say on my noodles, right?
Yes.
You guys can do that. Whoa. Everything's good?
Just had some food.
Yeah.
We're gonna rip back to the launch, take this thing out, and that's it for the day. Let's do it. I guess you'll get a tie blind.
That's better, yeah.
Successful day out in the water. It actually did really well today. I'm proud of it. We're getting a cover put on. A little, what is it called? A cockpit cover? A little cockpit cover. This place helped us with the other sea rice, so we're going to get it done again. Let me just make sure I turned off my gas tank. Everything's off. All right, well, we will see you on the other side in a few days. Bye, my friend.
You're unhooked? Everything's unhooked?
Yeah, I think everything's done.
Good, yeah.
Cool. All right. See you. What's up, fellas? It's currently dark out. I'm awake. It is, I don't know if you can see that, but it is 3:28, and we are on a trip for 2 hours and 32 minutes. We are on the way to go pick up an outboard for the boat. The Glastron is getting a makeover. It's time for us to work on it, make it fast. I know I'm a little crazy for doing this. I am taking a trip out to upstate New York. It came off of a boat that actually had the transom break off, and they were going to scrap this boat and the motor. So I called the guy and said, hey, listen, I'll come pick it up. Should be there at 6 a.m. So we left early because the baby's sleeping. I'm hoping I can get back in time for her to wake up. Can't wait to see what the Glastron can do. I'm thinking it can do 50 to 60. But this is the type of makeover that this boat needs. I felt like when I was driving it, it had a little bit more power, and that's what we need. So come along with the ride. I'll try to get a little time lapse of us getting there, and then I'll do an overview of the motor when I get home. Minutes out. I'll give you a quick update on like what we talked about and what's transpiring. So it's pretty early. He agreed to let me come for 6 a.m., which is actually really nice. I don't know if he's an actual boat mechanic, but he does this as like a part-time gig. He fixes boats. He took on this outboard for his customer, he said, so I think he is a boat mechanic. Long story short, the boat transom failed. They took this outboard off. The owner said, take it, I don't want it, you can scrap it, sell it, whatever. So I think a few things broke when the original owner took it off the boat. When he tried hoisting it off, I think he broke the trigger, he broke some other things. So this boat mechanic, he fixed the trigger, put a new trigger in, put a new thermostat in, put a brand new water pump, and I think one or two more things he might have done. So basically he mentioned that we ran compression tests before I committed to making this trip, and it came back as 120 across the board, right around there, 115, 120 across the board. That's pretty much it. So let's get there. I'm only 30 minutes out now. ETA now is 5:56. I shaved off a little bit of time driving here. Let's check it out, see if it looks good. Maybe we'll start it. I don't know if it's too early, but he'll help me load it in the truck, and we'll be back out of here getting home. Alright, I'm pretty stoked. Picked her up. I don't know if you can see it back there, a little sneak peek of one of the covers. It's a Mariner. I picked up a 135 horsepower Mariner. It should be a really, really good running motor. So the backstory, he gave me a little bit of a backstory behind it. This owner had it. They had someone do work to it. He said that they did work to the carbs, and he thinks that they probably swapped the carbs. They do to these. He knows that it's running rich. He thinks that the carbs just need to be rebuilt. He's saying that the bottom carb is probably the culprit. He was awesome. Awesome guy to deal with. He was helped me load it in with his forklift. I didn't want to take any videos of the whole transaction, but yeah, we picked it up. Thing is super clean. I'm excited to see it on the boat. He said that they they were hitting like 67 with this motor, and he said the thing ran like a champ when it was on the boat. It was about 2 years ago this thing was on the boat. So I should be able to get it going no problems. I think the hardest part about mounting this is the new controls. It looks like the old owner just took everything apart, and I'm gonna have to figure out where everything goes. What I'm gonna do right now is probably just put it on the stand. I have a few people that want to buy the Johnson. I'd rather not get rid of the Johnson until I know that this is a good motor, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worth me waiting on selling the Johnson, especially now because it's like peak season. So you know, I want to get that out of the house. So I'll probably sell the Johnson right off the back of the boat. I'll disconnect the controls, get everything ready to go for the new owner, and then what I'll do is just sell the Johnson without putting it on the stand, and then I will put the new motor on the boat after that sells. So it's a little bit of a project. He said that this motor was a ripper. He said when the old owners had it, right now he could tell it's just running rich. I'm gonna just throw it on the boat, see if it runs good in the lake. If it runs like shit, we'll take it back home, and then we'll start investigating a little bit further next. There's a few little odds and ends that I have to fix. It's missing this little plastic grommet that holds the throttle to the trigger. He just replaced the trigger for the old owner because when the old owner took it off the boat, he snapped the trigger arm. So he lost the little, I guess it's like a plastic piece that threads in that holds the throttle arm. He put a nut there right now, and he says it works fine and nothing hangs up, so it should be okay. But you know, it makes me a little nervous. If you want the right components on the throttle, God forbid anything gets hung up while you're out in the lake and you're stuck wide open throttle. It's good on the hose, but I think I'm going to try to find a part number for that. I might have to pull the flywheel off to get to that part and replace it. So that's probably the only thing I have to do to this motor is that, and then the carbs, if anything, and should be a runner. Stay here for the ride. I'm not going to make you guys sit through another 2.5 hour drive with me. Get some coffee probably, and then I will meet you back at the house to unload this thing. Peace. Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? Come here, Chuck. Pup cups for the good boy and girl. She's always wagging her tail. All right, let me try this new GoPro head mount. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Don't know if you can, but let's give it a shot. Give it a shot. All right. So the motor successfully made it. The guy actually took his mount. It does. Look at that. That's not good. That's not good. I see that's not supposed to be hanging down. So let's get this thing out of there quick. she is. Everything's still good. That's good. Oh, I'm dying right now. It's hot out. This is a nice motor. Check out these cowling. He gave me this, which is good. When I do the swap, I'm gonna have to take this piece and put it here. So that's perfect. This thing is a lifesaver, man. Oh, I think we're good from a stand perspective. Dude, this thing is so clean. This is for the oil pump, so no more whines or anything. I don't know if you guys can see in here. See this thing? I need to fix this. It's coming from the trigger. It's actually missing a threaded rod or a threaded thing. So I have that coming in the mail. Downside is I have to take this all back apart to get to it, to put the new one in, unless I leave that the way it is. I'm sure it's fine. It's doing the same function, but I don't know if that has anything to do with timing. So we'll have to see. Yeah. We'll see if I can tackle the timing myself on a thing like this. I've only done the older Mercuries. I've never touched the V6. So we'll see if I can handle it. Check these things out though. Oh, baby. Look at that. This thing's so clean. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my god. Wow. Hang on. I don't even know which way it goes. This way. This will go on this side. Oh my god, that's so sick. Oh, it has a pull start. Wow, that's cool. Look at that. Just like the old ones. They're similar in years, so it makes sense, but this thing is like a hot rod. I don't want to ruin that. And then he gave me the shift and throttle cables. So one of the things I'm gonna have to do is figure out how to get these into the box. Just put the hoist away. I think we're good for today. I hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing here, because I don't know what you're looking at. I got this new GoPro head mount, and there's a very good chance you have no clue what I'm doing. I want to clear a room because I'm probably just gonna pull the motor out at some point this weekend and start her up. Just run her on the hose, see how it runs. I might do that foggy. So the guy that had it told me that it ran like shit because the guy that took it off the boat broke the trigger. So he showed me receipts, and I see the new trigger on there, so that's true. So the thing that I really got to focus on next is making sure that the timing is correct. There's a very big possibility that timing is shot. I need like a schematic, but I got to take all of this out to remount this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where everything goes. So yeah, we'll have to play with it, but I'm sure there's some stuff that I'm gonna have to do. Cool, man. Looks good. So here's the Glastron. I think I have someone coming that wants to have me run this for them on the hose. So once he does that, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if he wants to buy it next week after. At least this thing's on the stand. Looks good over there. So yeah, stay along for the journey. I'm excited you guys are coming for the ride.